Ta-da! Hello, world. Good afternoon, internet. Welcome to class. It's good to see you again. I'm your teacher slash tutor. My name's Jason. You like my makeup? I look like a 4-year-old hooker. As you can tell, I've been getting into some makeup. I found a little bit in the basement. Yep. As you can see, I've got boxes and boxes, never been opened. Thanks. I'm glad you like it. It's been a good time. So, what are we here for? I'm gonna jump right into it. Usually, it takes me like 10 minutes to tell you guys what we're doing. Lesson plan. We are going to talk a little bit about drawing on the right side of the brain, and then we're going to go into a little bit of anatomy, and then we're going to go into a little bit of drawing, like actual portraiture. This beautiful face, that's why we got all dressed up. Also, no excuses, but the makeup that I was using was like broken and like powdery, and I was just like, oh, let's use up the rest of what's going bad. So this is me doing my best of what went bad. La 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 la. Okay, thank you. What did we do yesterday? It's been a day or two. What did we do last time? Do you guys remember the anatomy that we did last time? I'll give you a hint. I'm not wearing any blush, but do you remember? It was the cheekbone, but there was a scientific name for it. Who remembers? Raise your hand. That's right. Yell it out loud, everybody. Arch zygomatic process, zygomatic bone. This whole thing over here. So, whoever is new to this channel, we always tell you guys every single time that if you want to learn how to draw, all you need to do, is learn the 5 basic skills of drawing. So that's what we're doing here right now. I gotta stop saying everybody. Saying too much. So, reading all together, the 5 basic skills of drawing are, first of all, drawing is a global task like walking, riding your bike, or driving your car. So you learn it and you never forget it. Boom! Knocked it out of the park. So in order to draw, you need to learn 4 out of 5 things, and they're perceptual, not drawing. So 1, perception of edges, 2, perception of spaces, 3, perception of relationships, 4, perception of lights and shadows, and 5, the perception of the whole, or gestalt, which really just means putting it all together. So you really only need to know 4, and if you move too fast, check the old videos because we do this literally every day. And this circle talks about how they all go together. Edges is in spaces, which is in relationships, which is in lights and shadows, which is in just adults, which is everything together. Tap it, tap it, tap. Get focused computer camera. I've got 1 webcam and 1 phone, so that's what we're doing right now. La 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 la. Oh my god, I look like a hooker. Makeup's fun. Yep. Drawings of people doing bad drawings, and then they get better. And they're bad, and they get better. So that's just like us. We've got our last book, Drawing on the Right Side of the Brain. I threw it on the floor, and this one, Classic Human Anatomy. And how far did we get? Everybody who can tell me, We got up to about here, so let me move my butterflies out of the way. We grow butterflies here at Butterfly Square Garden. So we've got our skull here, and this is the, what is that, everybody? The zygomatic arch, that's what we drew last time. And it's kind of this thing down here, and it's this thing over here. So if we drew that last time, what's next in the book? Ooh, who knows? Who knows what's next? I guess the next thing in the book, this is a little boring for me. I'm sorry, I have to say it, but the jaw. Maybe we can find a little fun in it today, though. So the bones of the face, facial bones, bones of the cranium. That's what we're learning right now. Yeah. Maybe if we draw it really fast, we won't be afraid of it anymore, class. So we've got our book already right here. Let's open it up. I may have drawn this already, showing you real fast. Boop! May have drawn it already. But we can do it again real fast as a class because that's what we're going to do. And then we're going to do self-portrait. So I've got my mechanical pencil, and I've got everything set up. So the most important thing that you can do when learning how to draw is to just set up your space. And the better you can do that, the better your drawing will be. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I do 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 do. How was my explanation, everybody? Just kidding. I didn't explain anything at all. I literally just started drawing. So, I mean, that's the play-by-play. I'm constantly telling you guys that drawing is about basically shifting your perception from the R brain to the, no, from the L brain to the R brain. And how do you do that? You do that by giving the L brain a task that it will refuse. That sounds a little wishy-washy, but just to make it simple, the L brain does not like to draw. So if you start drawing, after about 2 minutes, it'll be like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm not good at this. And at that point, it's probably good to like just start over because what you've been doing up until that point, no offense, hasn't been that good because the L brain isn't programmed to be good at drawing. It's good at talking, it's good at counting, it's good at all that stuff. But drawing, nope. When drawing, like, you are acting like a mirror. That's literally the whole thing. Let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 teeth. And I want to have that exact many. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. 1, 2. These are like rectangular. And these are like diamonds. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3. Okay, that was a little tough, guys, but if you want to be right, you got to do it the right way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's exactly what I want. It's a little hard to do this time, but it'll be easier next time, everybody. So we're drawing our teeth, drawing our teeth. These first three are like rectangles, then these three are like diamonds. and then they go back to like, they go back to like rectangles with a little thing on the end. So we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So how many teeth do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Boom! We have the exact right amount of teeth in the jaw. So there's apparently, everybody, about 16 teeth in the bottom mandible. And I guess that's going to be the name of the bone for today, is going to be mandible. Mandible, 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 mandible. Last time I kept yelling, zygomatic arch, zygomatic arch. Zygomatic arch, zygomatic arch, mandible, mandible, mandible. I know this may be stupid, but I did go to school for psychology, and if you want to learn something, guess what? You gotta repeat it, repeat it, repeat it, repeat it, repeat it. Mandible, mandible, mandible. Mandible, mandible, zygomatic arch, zygomatic arch, zygomatic arch, zygomatic arch. Mandible, mandible. Am I boring you? This is not for you, this is for me. Mandible, 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 zygomatic arch. I remember from the last video, zygomatic arch, zygomatic bone, zygomatic process. So, if we just continue doing what we're doing, maybe we'll learn what we need to learn. Boop, 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 boop. How many teeth in the bottom mandible, everybody? DACCs. How do you say that in Greek? Deka is 10, and exi? Deka exi? Correct me if I'm wrong. Deka exi is 16 in Greek. Do, 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 do. How's my mandible looking, everybody? And I keep saying this, like, it's really, you can't just explain how to draw, you just gotta draw. You just gotta keep doing it, yos. You wanna get good, you gotta keep doing it. That's what we're here for. Boop, 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 boop. Come on, lead. I'm like running out, but I refilled it before the video. There we go. Boop, 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 boop. So, this is all shadowy. Boop, 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 boop. That's good enough. It's got 16 teeth. Let's label it. Mandible. Lower jaw. 3/4. Oops. 3/14. View. I guess I didn't need to write that. Do we want to keep going with the anatomy lesson? So, if I were... Oh, my butterflies are about to fall off. Don't fall, everybody. Let's keep drawing our mandibles because this is anatomy class and there's really nothing to be afraid of. So I see the kind of like U shape, and you divide it in half, and then over here is like a U, over here is like a U, And then this whole thing goes like a U, and then upside down U. Actually, that's the right side up view, and the other one was upside down. So, do. My eyes are so dry. I just can't wait for winter to be over. So let's see. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I want 8 to be like here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. With like a little gum deposit. It's got like a little thingy. Got a little thingy. Can you see me? I'm trying to draw on camera, everybody. The better we can do this now, the more we can do it without being afraid later. So, I'm sorry, everybody. I didn't think we would go straight from an easy drawing to a hard drawing, but that's kind of what we're doing right now. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Uh-oh. So that means I messed up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. We just had to fix it a little bit, fudge it just a little bit. So this is the upper mandible. And how many teeth are in the upper mandible? There's 8 here and 8 here, for a total of 16. Let's see if we can do it again on the bottom. I see 1, 2, 3, 4. That's like these 3, 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's like 6. How do we divide this up? 1. 6 is 3 twice. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I think we got it. Let's put it in. So, these are kind of like spades almost, because they're round on the top and they got a little thing on the bottom. You gotta put it in if you want it to look real, everybody. And then these two are kind of just like ovally, but sharp on the end, with a little spoon shape. And then the 1, 2, 3, 4, the next 4 are kind of like ovally. 1, 2, 3. But they've got like this line going through them. And then we've got 3 molars that are kind of like rectangular-ish. Ugh, I keep breaking my lead, everybody! Don't break your lead! Boop, 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 boop. And then the molars have the same kind of like line in them, but instead of divided up twice, they're divided up like into 4. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Do, 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 do. And then there's like this gumminess, gums. Do you really need me to define every single one? Because I will. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'm crazy. I will define every single line if you need me to. So I'm just getting a pen. My eyes are so dry, yos. So dry, yos. Do 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 do. Once you already drawn everything in their place, then you can kind of go in over it. But I wouldn't recommend it beforehand because you don't really know what you're doing, where anything is going. I have no idea. I'm just going over what I did before, and I hope that it kind of makes sense visually. Boop, 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 boop. Can you see me on camera? I'm trying, everybody. I'm trying. So that's our lower mandible, lower jaw. And then this thing is like, I will look at my reference while I draw this, just because I don't want to mess up everything. I did just put in the work. And then these are kind of sharp and they have little scoops in them. That one too, that one too. And then these are rectangles. Do 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 do. So I know this is kind of involved, but you won't be drawing the inside of a person's mouth every time you draw them. But it is good to know where their teeth are, if they have teeth. Hashtag, how many teeth do you have? Do you have all your teeth? I've got 2 extra teeth, surprisingly. My dentist did not rip them out. They're 2 impacted molars. So really, I've got, what's this? 16 plus 16 is 32. So maybe I've got 34 teeth. My eyes are so dry. Does makeup make your eyes dry? Because my eyes are so dry right now. Anyways, we're at 22 minutes, so doing good so far. This is mandible, lower jaw. I'll write it in just 'cause. Lower jaw. And this just says in the book, the teeth. Upper dental arch, bottom lower dental arch. Upper and lower dental arch. So what have we learned so far as a class, everybody? We know, forget that, zygomatic bone, zygomatic arch, zygomatic process, and then here we were wishy-washy with the teeth because we didn't know what they were, so we put them in. We've got 16 teeth on the bottom row, 16 teeth on the top, 16 teeth on the bottom. So we did that all together as a class. Boop, 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 boop. Where are we in the book? So it says here, bones of the face, facial bones, bones of the cranium. We've got the green here is the zygomatic bone, and then orange is the mandible. Let's see, this whole thing is the temporal bone, parietal bone, occipital bone, and frontal bone. So how involved do we want to get with the bones? Because next is the spine in the neck. So the muscles of the neck, head, and face are coming up next. Focus, focus, focus. That's as good as this is going to get. So, yep. It's like you got all the muscles in the skull. You got the skull And you got the jaw. That's the mandible, frontal lobe, occipital lobe. We gotta, maybe we will learn a little bit more about the skull, like as a intro for the next drawing. But I think that we are ready to move on. Um, oh man, my eyes are so dry. So yeah, we're just gonna move on, and we'll back up for the next lesson. One more time, we did our mandible, lower mandible, with our 16 lower teeth, and we've got 16 on top, 16 on the bottom. It looks like 4 are kind of like rectangularish, and then we've got 3 that are about diamond shaped, and then the molars, which are rectangular. So put that all together. 16 plus 16 is 32. Thank you, mathematicians. Probably the girls out there. No offense, boys, but girls are better at math. They're also better at makeup. For now, I'm waiting for the boys to get better at makeup, but for now, girls are better at math and makeup. Who sent us to the moon? It was the girls. So, boop 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 boo. Let's just get started. Let's just draw our face. We're gonna have a shorter video, probably closer to 30 minutes, but I won't cut it off at exactly at 30 minutes. Drawing with a pen because that's what was in my hand. And with my first-rate cheap makeup. Boop 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 boop. Boop 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 boop. So I've got a nose here. And usually I start with a couple gesture drawings, but for some reason I kind of totally skipped that today. And what is important in your drawings, everybody? The most important thing is really to make sure that you've crossed over from your right brain to your left brain. Why is this important? It's because we have a part of your brain that's designed to know how to draw, and it is not necessarily the first thing. What am I trying to say? The logical left brain is like, oh, I can do this, so it picks up the task. And then it's like, oh, wait a second, I'm like not good at this. I'm upset, so it'll kind of give up. And then that's when the right brain will be like, oh, well, you're done with this. Let me kind of check out what's going on over here. And then you fall into like a bit of a hypnosis and you just start drawing and drawing and drawing. And then 30 minutes later you're like, oh, wow. I'm done. Let's give ourselves a little smile here. Boop, 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 boo. I've got like a little headset over here. So as I am continuously telling everybody, it doesn't really matter what you draw. The most important thing is that you draw. If you want to get good at drawing, you have to draw. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you're coming up with a perfect drawing every single time. Let's get the zygomatic arch would be like here, everybody. And the lower mandible is like here, everybody. Make sure you're drawing what you're looking at and not, what you're making up. It's kind of the play-by-play. That's what I'm doing here. I'm like, oh, well, I know where this is. That's the mandible. We just talked about it. But that doesn't mean that that's where it is in the drawing. So this eye keeps moving further and further out of view. So. Drawing is weird. It's just kind of like an alien taking possession of your body, and you disappear for a little while. And when you come back, you've got a nice drawing. That's literally what it feels like sometimes. This whole thing should be darker. This whole thing should be darker. Boop 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 boop. So, I know that I'm like your tutor, whatever, whatever. I really want to see the work that you guys do, so don't forget to, you know, show me your work. I know that's not something that you want to hear your teacher say, but show me your work. I want to see your work. Show me your work. My stuff isn't literally, it's not the best, but the most important thing is that I'm practicing to be better. Because if you think that my drawings are bad now, just wait till a year from now, because I won't give up. I will continue drawing. So, I don't know. Look for me from a year from now in Vogue or something. You like my ring? It's totally fake, but every time people see it, they're like, "Oh my God, is that real?" So I'm probably just gonna be like, "Yeah, it's real. It's a real fake." My hair goes like this. Got big long hairs going back there. A boop 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 boop. My eyes were like, "Hey, do me a favor and make me really beautiful." So that's what I'm doing. Yes, you are the most beautiful eyes I've ever seen in my whole life. It smells very inky right now. There's lots of ink flowing. This is where boop 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 boo is. Let's just put it in. I wasn't even looking up while I did that, so don't be like me. I know there's a nice sharp line here, and it goes up and out, and this whole thing should be darker. This whole thing should be darker. This whole thing, every dark, dark, dark. Dark, 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 dark. Do. I'm just going off what I see, everybody. That's literally the best thing that you can do as an artist. Put a little finger up. Do 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 do. Shadowy, shadowy, shadowy. Let's get better at drawing our eyes, everybody. I think that's what I'm going to start doing is just really, really, really practicing drawing the eyes because that's the only thing that anyone really cares about. Anyway, so I'm getting bored with the drawing, so that means in comes the marker. In comes the marker, which means Jason's bored with the drawing. Boop, 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 boop. I'm gonna say that's really not that far off from like what's actually going on in the drawing. We got like a little poofy of hair up here. Poof, 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 poof. This whole thing is darker. I mean, how far do you want to go with the drawing? We're already at 36 minutes. Nice. Blah, 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 blah. I don't want to draw anymore. Sorry everybody. I'm putting in a background now. There's like some sort of chair over here. That's a candle. There's a box. Here's a black chair. Boop, 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 boop. Put in the ukulele with a little spot over here. Here's a light. Boo, 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 boo. So, like, how good could this drawing be if I didn't get tired and give up? That is always the question. Would it be better if I keep working on it, or would it just get worse and worse if I keep working on it? Um, I like don't want to find out. I already found out. I'm making it worse. Boop 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 boop. Boo 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 boo. This whole thing should be darker. Dark, 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 dark. Duck, 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 duck. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. Oh yeah, it's my destiny. You teach me and I'll teach you. Pokemon. So yeah, what do we gotta do to make it like look more three-dimensional? I think I gotta put a little darkness over here, put a little darkness over here, put a little darkness over here. Dark, 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 dark. Dark, 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 dark. I gotta get it, I gotta get it. Did that make it look more three-dimensional? Did that make it look more? What if I flip it upside down? So do 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 do. Ooh, the head's supposed to go like all the way up to here. Boop 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 boop. So I mean, does every single drawing have to be like the best drawing in the world? No, it don't. And that's why this drawing ain't. So we're gonna put in 1/30/2021 with JSJ and our little butterfly smiley face and doo 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 colored in. Let's give it some background. Ta-da! It's poop. It's really not even a good drawing at all, but we did do a drawing today, and we didn't do a drawing for the last 2 days. This is good. We got our mandible, and we learned that there's 16 teeth, in the lower mandible, and there's 16 teeth in the top. And we go 4 rectangular, 2 on each side, and then we've got 3 diamond, 3 on each side, so 6, and then 3 rectangular on each side for another 6. So that's 16 lower and 16 upper. So, I mean, we're doing a critique. The eyes are in place, the nose is in place, the lips is in place. We've got the silhouette of the head. We even got the shape of the head right. I'm not super happy with the color of the shading. But with that being said, I think everything is in the right spot, and that's like the most important part. And I'll show you guys what I mean. Um, Again, not perfect shading, not perfect lining, but we've got the right number of teeth, and we've got the right spot. We've got the correct spacing. Um, in comparison, let's see. I think like the mouth and chin is too big in this drawing, so maybe if we could take that in like an inch, it would have been better. And maybe like the reverse for this drawing, like we could have taken the chin down just a little bit more. We didn't do like any gesture drawings. We just jumped straight into the face, maybe because I was like feeling a little rushed. You know, we just done the mandible, we just done the teeth, and I just like, it's very specific. You just want to draw. I mean, I like to just draw, and I'm like, well, I gotta count the teeth. I gotta know which shape. There's so many different teeth. I gotta get the right shape for every single one. Yeah, yeah, you do. Um, so maybe in the next drawing I'll be smiling because I do have my teeth. So we've got the zygomatic arch and zygomatic bone. That is the anatomy that we learned yesterday slash last video. And this video, the anatomy that we learned was, everybody, mandible, lower jaw. I broke my mandible. So, anyways, moving on. Now we're just showing the older faces. What do you guys think? Did I get better? Did I get worse? Should I continue? Should I just drop off the face of the internet forever, forever, forever? I've got my glasses in here. This is a good one. This might be like my favorite one for some reason. And that's probably because it's so sketchy. You know, just like perfect drawing versus this one where I'm like, oh, pencil, oh, pen, oh, marker. This is just like all pencil, and you can totally see what I'm going for. Yeah, it went straight from the gesture to like a good drawing. So maybe I'll do more gestures. This is more like what I, for some reason, there's like a difference between overworked drawings and like just casual. I'll show you more. Overworked, overworked. These are like the same basic B. Kind of overworked. What am I going for? There is one I'm specifically want to show you. These I couldn't even get any drawing at all. Gesture, overwork. I mean, it's good, but it's like I spent too much time on them. There we go. That was like the last casual sketch. That was like a week ago. A week before, at least. Overwork, blah, blah, blah. Casual sketch of the ribs. So, we got the skull. We got the lower part of the skull, which is the mandible. Next, I'm probably going to do the upper spine, which is the neck. There we go. So these two were like really, I want to say careless because I didn't care. And I like having careless drawings. These are like, you know, you work hard on them and they're just not as good. So anyways, now we're going back into the actual anatomy. Which, yeah, you can see. I worked hard on them. This is where I did the anatomy of the teeth last time. So, what do you? Maybe we can do a little comparison. Come on, drawing. So, I did this one bigger. And I did the line work better in this one. Basically the same as what I did with the last comparison of this bone. I used pen so you can see how much easier, and I didn't use pen here at all. I noted it out like incisor, canine, first premolar, second premolar, molars. So, yep, I didn't label that, but you can see it more clearly here. And this is what we're probably going to end up doing tomorrow, is this space here. C1 through C7, which are your upper neck. So we're at 45 minutes, and what do I usually do at the end of class? Usually I do like a slam poetry, so let's just do that on the back of the page of this one. So, teeth, teeth, teeth. I wanna meeth. Meeth, not meth. Your teeth, teeth, teeth. How did the Chip Skylark song go? So shiny, bum 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 bum, just like the Christmas tree. Ba 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 in your face. Ba 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 ba. My shiny teeth and me, shiny teeth, my shiny teeth and me, shiny teeth, my shiny teeth that twinkle just like the stars in space. My shiny teeth that sparkle, adding beauty to my face. My shiny teeth that twinkle, and my shiny teeth, I love them, and they all love me. Ah, my shiny teeth, my shiny 32, something me and you, my shiny teeth and me. So thanks everybody for joining Butterfly Square Garden. I know we've been doing a lot of drawing, but predominantly this is a butterfly channel. I'm being very careful. I don't want to disturb them, but check this out. This is, I'll show you guys more over here. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, I almost knocked it over. Be careful, everybody. This is a caterpillar. I'm kidding. A caterpillar. Come on, everybody. Come on, focus. Yeah, so they'll finish eating, and then they'll go to the top of the cup, and they'll hang down, and they'll make a little J. And then when they're done with that, they'll shed their skin, and they'll look just like this. My caterpillar. This is a chrysalis. Focus, thank you. Yeah, so they shed their skin, and then that's what they look like, and then in a week it'll emerge as a beautiful butterfly. And then, here's some more. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. I've got, in the corner, you see in the window, that's called thistle. And that's what the butterflies, when they emerge from their chrysalis, they will mate and lay their eggs on the thistle. So I'll put them all together. Yep, teeth, teeth. I want to meet your teeth, 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 which turned into a Chip Skylark song. My shiny teeth and me, shiny teeth. What else? You guys like my nails? I worked really hard on them in the video. I'll add a link if you want. This is my beautiful ring. That is my sister's toy ring. Everyone thinks it's real. And thank you. This is the first time that I've done my eyeshadow. It looks like a 4-year-old hooker. Yep, lots and lots of fun. We're gonna keep drawing. We've learned so far zygomatic arch, zygomatic bone, zygomatic process, and then we've learned mandible. And then we've learned there's 16 teeth on the bottom and 16 teeth on the top. Mostly, like if you guys are like a normal human being, unlike me, because I have 17 and 17. I have an extra tooth here and an extra tooth here. So yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I really want to see the work that you guys do. I really want to see your drawings. I want to see your self-portraits. I don't care what they look like. Draw yourself for 30 seconds. Draw yourself for 60 seconds, 1 minute. Like, please, please, please. Draw yourself. Draw yourself. Draw yourself. Draw yourself. Draw yourself. Draw anything. Draw a hand. Draw an eyebrow. Draw an eye. Draw a nose. Draw one lip. Draw one ear. Guys, give me something. Please. I want to see your work. So, you keep it up. I'll be here every day, as much as I can. But yeah, this has been fun. My shiny teeth that sparkle just like a Christmas tree. My shiny teeth, I love them just like the stars in space. I'm kidding. I know the words a little better. It's just one of my favorite songs. So it's 2021. Wash your hands. COVID is still happening, so wear a mask and take care of your dog. Tip your waitress. And I don't know, guys. I love you. And bye, 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 bye. But for real, like draw, 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 draw. Bye. I love you. Draw.